Hey guys, I am Ellie Oakley-Mardle, and today I am bringing you a workout that is primarily looking to focus on those deep sort of core muscles. Having a nice strong stable core is really important, obviously for us just in general life and day-to-day activities, but it's in vital importance obviously if you're doing any kind of sporting activity to ensure that you're getting the best kind of return on all that power and energy that you're producing in those limbs. So today we're going to hit a bit of a short, sharp workout. It's going to be in a Tabata style format. So we're basically going to work for 20 seconds and we're going to rest for 10 seconds. And we're going to do this hitting 4 exercises. 2 of them are aimed at working anterior structures, so looking at those kind of deep core abdominal stability muscles. And 2 are going to look at working more posterior structures, so looking at a little bit at kind of more glutes and lower back strength. Obviously both vitally important. So first exercise we're going to hit today is called a hollow rock. For this, you're going to get onto your back. You're going to get into basically a hollow position. So you're going to lift your shoulders slightly off the floor. You're going to lift your legs slightly off the floor, engaging those abdominals nice and tight. And what we're then going to do is going into a rocking motion. And that is just a rocking motion generated from us just rocking back and forth. What we're not looking to do is kind of kick our hips up or really strongly pull our body up. When you look and you do this movement, you've got the angles at your sort of hip and pelvis to stay the same. So this is your sort of starting position. So shoulders rather slightly off the floor, legs out straight there, and we're just rocking back and forth. Nice and stable, nice and steady, and just getting a nice rocking motion, okay? Obviously for this, guys, quite a good idea to have a nice mat underneath your back. If you're particularly bony on your spine, that can get a little bit sore and tender there. Making sure you're engaging that core all the time, making sure those arms are nice and long, legs are nice and long, nice and stable. So that is movement number 1 for the workout. Movement number 2, we are going to do some dead bugs. So we're going to stay on our back, we're going to get our hips and our knees at a 90-degree angle and our shoulders at a 90-degree angle. And from there, we're just going to alternate lowering opposite arm and opposite leg. So it's going to look a little bit like this, guys. So you've got your arms straight up above you, hips and knees at 90 degrees. I'm going to alternate now, lowering opposite arm, opposite leg, nice and slow and controlled. Same on the other side. When I'm doing this, guys, the leg that's not moving stays in the same position as does the arm, okay? What we don't want to start doing as we're lowering it is start getting the other ones kicking in, okay? Keep them nice and stable, trying to avoid rotating at your pelvis. So trying to keep both sort of sides of your bum cheek nice and stable on the floor. Try and keep equal pressure on them as you're doing that movement. So that is movement number 2. So those 2 obviously working those anterior structures. Then we're going to go on to the movements for the posterior structures. So movement number 3 is bridging. So get your feet roughly kind of hip width apart, a position that's comfortable for you. Palms facing up with this one, guys. What we don't want to be doing is fixing down into the floor or pushing back into the floor with your head. The movement's coming from squeezing those bottom muscles, your hamstrings, your lower back. And from here, we're just going to bridge up, hold for a few seconds, and slowly down. Trying to make sure we're moving up equally on both sides. We're not sort of twisting off to one side, we're not rotating. So nice and stable, and then back down again. So that is movement number 3. For movement number 4, you need to come onto all fours, and this is going to be what we call a Superman plank. So for this one, basically the opposite position, upside down position of what you've just been in. So you're going to have hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and from here we are going to alternate lifting opposite arm and opposite leg. So we're going to go lifting out, and you're stretching out as straight as you can, and then back down again. Nice and controlled. Really looking for getting full extension there, so pointing those toes out, reaching that arm out. Making sure, guys, that you're keeping really strong here as well as working these muscles. What we don't want to be doing is rotating off and twisting, sort of dropping down, keeping nice and steady. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as well, and trying to keep as level as possible when you're doing those movements. So those are your 4 movements. So as I say, we're going to hit them in a Tabata style. So we're going to work for 20 seconds on movement 1, rest 10 seconds. Work on to movement 2 for 20 seconds, rest 10 seconds. Movement 3 for 20 seconds, rest 10 seconds. Movement 4 for 20 seconds, rest 10 seconds. You get the gist, yeah? That's 1 round, and we're going to hit this for 5 rounds. There is no additional rest between each round. It is just the 10 seconds and then moving in. With these movements, guys, really important to think about keeping that core nice and strong all the time, thinking about those little movement patterns that I've said, avoiding that rotational movement, quality movement here over hammering out lots and lots of reps in those times. It will creep up on you probably more than you think it will, okay? So we're going to hit this one nice and steady, really focusing on controlled movement. 5 rounds, 20 seconds work and 10 seconds rest. So we are going to go in 10 seconds. And obviously we're going to start with those hollow rocks, guys, okay? So we are going to start in 3, 2, 1. And we're going to work for 20 seconds. So keeping nice and strong in that position, making sure you're not kicking up with your hips, keeping that steady position. Trying to keep a nice rhythm. We've got 3, 2, 1, and rest there. 10 seconds rest. So we're going into our dead bugs next. So remember that alternating movement. Get yourself set, guys. 2, 1. So again, we've got 20 seconds on this one. Steady and controlled movements. Keep your breathing under control with all of these as well. Making sure you're working those muscles, not going for speed over form. Another 3, 2, 1, and rest there. So 10 seconds rest, and we're going to go into our bridging next. Remembering palms up for the bridging. 3, 2, 1, and up we go. So 20 seconds on these guys, really squeezing your bum muscles, really getting that posterior chain working. Nice and steady, make sure you're not pushing your head into the floor. And we've got 3, 2, 1, rest there. Turn over, ready for your Superman planks. So this is the last movement of round 1. We are going in 3, 2, 1. So really looking to get that full extension, nice and controlled, really lengthening through that spine. So again, we've got 20 seconds on this one. 3, 2, 1. Rest there, round 1 done. Only 10 seconds rest still, remember. So we're going back into our hollow rocks in 3, 2, 1. Back into those hollow rocks. So again, keeping that nice elongated position, nice and strong. Nice steady rocking pace. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Going back into our dead bugs next. Hopefully you should be beginning to feel some of those muscles working. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds again. So as you work through these rounds, you might start to get a little bit fatigued. That's when you really need to be focusing on that form. Making sure you're not rotating and that you're keeping those muscles engaged the whole time. 3, 2, 1, rest there. Going into our bridging next. Doing good, guys. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So again, really squeeze those bottom muscles. Making sure you're getting that full extension of your hips. Relaxing those arms. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Turning over, ready for your Superman planks. This will mark the end of round 2. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Really getting that full extension, squeezing those bottom muscles as you extend. 3, 2, 1. 2 rounds down, guys. Doing good. 3 to go. And we are off hollow rocks in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. So really keeping that core nice and tight, guys. And we're going in 3, 2, 1 with those dead bugs. So again, 20 seconds of work, nice and controlled. You've been putting in the work to keep nice and stable, so make sure you keep it going now as we come into the latter portion of the workout. 3, 2, 1, and rest there, 10 seconds before our bridging. So really making sure you're relaxing those arms. 3, 2, 1, and bridge up. So that movement is purely coming hamstrings and your gluteal muscles predominantly. Nice, guys. Nice and controlled. Make sure you're squeezing both sides equally. 3, 2, 1, and turning over. 10 seconds before your Superman planks. And we're going in 1 second. Off we go. It's halfway through this one, guys. This will mark the end of round 3. 2, 1, and rest there. 3 rounds down. So final 2 rounds now. So you're more than halfway. We are going in 2, 1, off we go. Back into this hollow rocks. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Going back into your dead bugs for the penultimate time. It's awesome work, guys. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remembering keeping that non-moving leg nice and stable. Same for the arms. Keeping them in that position that they are to start with. Good work, guys. 3, 2, 1, rest there. And we're going into our bridging. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So penultimate time on this one too. So really looking at that quality of movement. Three, 2, 1, rest up and change position, ready for your Superman planks. In 3, 2, 1. Halfway. So again, really focusing on that extension. 3, 2, 1. Rest up, guys. 1 round left. So really focus on keeping that control in that last round. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Awesome work, guys. 3, 2, 1, and rest up. 10 seconds before your dead bugs for the last time. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So nice and controlled again. Making sure there's no rotational movement going on at your pelvis. Everything nice and stable. Slow and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. 10 seconds before your final lot of bridging. Nearly there, guys, doing great. 3, 2, 1, off you go. If it's beginning to burn, just hang on in there. Last few seconds of work. Halfway through this one. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Changing position for the last time. Ready to go into your Superman plank. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So last 20 seconds of work, guys. So really focus on quality all the way in. Don't let it slide now, right at the end. Awesome work. 3, 2, 1. And rest there, guys. You are done. So that is 5 rounds of a Tabata, focusing on working that core, some of those deep abdominal muscles, and some of that posterior core support as well. So we've done it for 5 rounds today. Excuse me. You can obviously pick and choose, depends on how long you've got. This is a workout that you can easily do at the end of a normal sort of training or exercise session. You can do in the mornings before work if you have time, in the evenings. Really depends upon what time you've got. The idea is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Pick a format that works for you. If you're feeling okay, feeling pretty fresh after 5 rounds of that and you've got some more time, add another couple of rounds on. If you've only got a sort of 5-minute window, just cut a few rounds off. A couple of these guys, it's something you can hit quite regularly. You know, there's no harm in hitting it a couple of times, sort of every other sort of day or 3 times a week, just to really get that core nice and strong. Really strong core is going to help all of you with your mountain biking. It will help all of us in everyday life, so really crucial to do. So have fun with that one, guys. See how you get on. Take care.